All right, guys, I think I've got it now. Let me know. Oh, hey, Will. Can you hear me? Uh, Sorry, I was working on uploading some images. Let me bring up the chat. This was actually more complicated than I thought. Test one, two. I'm new to OBS, and the way it interfaces with YouTube is a little quirky. Uh, so I think y'all are here. Will or Carmen, if you can send me a message right quick on Facebook. If you can hear me. Okay, good deal. Thanks, Will. All right, sorry about the delay. Live and learn. I'm new to this. So I'm gonna, I don't know how many we're gonna have. I'm showing three right now. I need to learn more about OBS because it's showing chat rate, but I don't see the chat window. I don't know what it is. There we go. There is a chat window. I saw it earlier. I gotta find it. Maybe that goes away. All right. So, all right. So I'm not gonna hold y'all up. I don't know, Will, you're doing another Zoom at 3 o'clock. I'm gonna try to join that. But anyway, hopefully I'm recording this. So yeah, so and if y'all want to send me a message on Facebook, I've got that up. You're good. So anyway, what has happened is some of you may be, I'm not familiar with this guy, Mr. Robert Garcia, and I will show you the thing here. So Robert Garcia, and you may be familiar with this name also, Deborah Wasserman Schultz, I think is how you pronounce her last name. Garcia's from California, so go figure that. Schultz, she is from Florida, both Democrats. So I don't know what got this going. I haven't figured that out yet. I do know a while back they were trying to restrict bulk ammo or bulk online ammo sales. I think what it was that they were trying to do. So anyway, they both introduced this at the end of last year. It was introduced, I believe it was December 23rd, I believe it was. So anyway, they introduced it. It's crazy. So basically what they're getting into is they're going to try to amend Title 18 of the U.S. Code, which prevents, and they contradict themselves in this bill. It says to prevent bulk sales of ammunition, promote record keeping, and report about ammunition in ammunition straw purchasing, and require background checks before the transfer of ammunition by certain federal firearm licensee to non-licensees. So, and you'll see in the bill here in a minute where I'm talking about, they're contradicting themselves. So it says to prevent bulk sales of ammunition. So to me, that's saying stop it. And I think the number that they threw out a while back was over 100 rounds. So in the second part, so you have to be an FFL in order to deal in ammunition. Well, that's already there. As far as dealing in it, yeah, we can buy from Federal, we can buy from SIG, we can buy from all these other people. I don't know. I've not read anything that's going to prevent or stop that. I didn't read that. So we'll wait and see what happens. So they get into technicalities of the ammo. Where it gets interesting is if you look there at Section 3, it's ammunition recording requirement for certain licensee. And I'll show it to you. But basically what it's getting into is that if you are an FFL holder and you sell ammunition or bulk ammo, you have to fill out another form. So if I come into your store and I buy a firearm, a pistol, let's just say, and I need ammo, I am assuming at this time that I have to fill out the 4473 and this other form if I'm buying ammo or at least bulk ammo. I'm not clear on that. That's not come out yet. So that's just more paperwork. So then when we get further into it, let's see. Yeah, so that's where it gets into, if I buy the ammo, I can't sell to you, the straw purchase. So when you get into the actual restriction, it says more than 100 rounds of 50 caliber ammo. Well, I ain't got that kind of money anyway. Or more than 1,000 rounds of any other caliber ammunition in any period of 5 consecutive days. So there we get kind of like what they were trying to do with the gun purchasing. So it's not, from what I'm understanding, each time you go in and you want to buy more than 1,000 rounds of ammo, then you're going to have to fill out this paperwork. So what I thought was interesting for the FFL, number one, it's just like with the firearm. If they get a bad impression or whatnot, they can refuse you the sale. But they also have to do a NICS background check. So I guess, I don't know if your concealed carry is going to do away with that. They didn't get into that. And I will link in the comments an actual link to the bill where you can read it. I know I'm kind of jumping around a little bit, and then for that, I do apologize. What I thought was really interesting is the requirements by the FFL. So the FFL, just like with the 4473, they have to record your name, address, uh, all the demographics about you, everything I guess with that's on the 4473. Well, when they do that, they also have to submit to DOJ who purchased what. And there is a time period that they have to do that. I'm returning back to my notes here. So number one, they have to keep the form for 2 years. And I'm kind of wondering. I just don't see this passing because there's a lot of paperwork they're going to have to keep up with. If they don't keep up with the paperwork, then they can lose. They're actually going to be fined. The second time they're going to be fined, and they're going to suspend their FFL, and then the third time they're actually going to lose their FFL permanently. So I don't know how this is going to play out. If you buy bulk ammo and somehow, shape, fashion, or form, there's a lot of cracks in this. So it's going to, even if it passes, they're going to have to figure out how they're going to do this. But even you as the purchaser, if you don't do all this, then you can be fined and put in prison. I don't see this passing. But I do know a while back, they were trying to stop the online sale of ammunition. Again, I don't know if this is going to come into play with that. I know there's a lot of ammunition companies, or I say a lot, I know there's been several ammunition companies that's been bought out by people from overseas. I don't know, and the government has allowed it to happen, so I don't know if in the background that this is part of it. I just don't know. I'll try to keep you up to date on this, and we'll see what happens. And again, like I said, I will link to the bill in the comments. It's HR 6172. So we'll see what happens. The other thing I wanted to bring up was there was a court case that was heard, and I believe it was Virginia, where two individuals under the age of 21 went to purchase a firearm and they were delayed because of that new age restriction. Well, they took it to court, and the judge did rule that that was unconstitutional. And one of the arguments from the judge on that was, someone's 18, you're allowing them to vote, you're allowing them to fight for our country, you're allowing them to use the weapons that they're possibly trying to buy, and it's unconstitutional. They are legally an adult, so they're allowed all these other privileges at the age of 18. So why can they not purchase a handgun at 18? Why do they have to wait to 21, or at least why is there a waiting period? It is unconstitutional. That only passed, that was only ruled, I think it was in the state of Virginia where the judge ruled on that. It's not nationwide. So I'm sure that there's other people that's going to be following through on that. And some of you may or may not be aware, it's always been, well, I don't want to say always, for a long time it's been illegal to carry a firearm on postal property or inside of a post office. Well, there was an individual, I believe he was out in California, he was an employee of the U.S. Postal Service. He was carrying his firearm into work, and I think it fell out of, he dropped his duffel bag or his bag or his fanny pack. He had it in his fanny pack, and it fell out of his fanny pack, and he was terminated, and he was also charged. Well, he fought against that, saying it was unconstitutional. So the judge did rule out in California, I believe it was. The judge did rule that it was unconstitutional and that he should be allowed, because now they're going back to the Bruen case, where they have to refer, if you're going to fight this, you have to refer back to what has been shown in history. Well, they got into when the Postal Service was founded, when it became illegal for you to carry a firearm inside of a post office, which I think was like 1974, 1976 or something like that. So it's not always been that way. It's just something that they've come out with. Well, just like with anything else, the Postal Service, i.e. the government, they are appealing it. They are saying that that it is still federal property. So again, that's just the state that this occurred in. It's not nationwide. It's not a nationwide rule. So, if you're watching this, don't think you can strap your firearm on and go inside of a post office. Yeah, you can probably fight it and have a legal battle, or you will have a legal battle and probably win it, but it's going to cost you a lot of money, and it may end up costing you some time in jail. So don't do that. Give me this memory. I'm looking back at my chats. So we got okay, that's about the Zoom meeting. So anyway, so I wanted to bring that up. Another bill that has come up, and I'm still doing some research on this because I want to have my ducks in a row on this. So going back to the 18 to 21-year-old, is they also want to, if I guess their fallback, if they can't get through, can't get the assault weapons ban through, that they're going to go back and say that if you're between 18 and 21, that you cannot own a semi-automatic rifle. And it doesn't specify the caliber. The bill, and I've read over it, the bill gets into all the makes and models on the AR platform. It doesn't, or I did not see like the Ruger 1022 or anything like that, but it basically says semi-automatic rifle, that if you're between 18 and 21, that you can't purchase that. But you can purchase a bolt action or a single shot. So that's been introduced as well. So I'll be bringing that up and we'll get into that. And again, I apologize. This one's been kind of scratchy. I'm kind of flustered at this OBS software, but it's not their fault. It's mine. So anyway, I just wanted to bring y'all up to date on that. I want to thank anybody who's come on board and watched this. It does mean a lot. I put out a YouTube short last night, or this morning at about 1 o'clock, and I think I had 5 views. Well, this morning when I woke up, I think I had I had a little over 1,000 views. So I was really excited about that. So hopefully, this will take off. If you've not already, please subscribe. It does help me, helps the channel. I'm on all the social media platforms: TikTok, Facebook, Truth, Gab, Instagram, and I've got my website up and going. It's 2ATalk, the letter N, tactical.com. If you'll go check that out, I've got some stuff on there already. I'll be posting copies of upcoming bills and try to keep you up to date on that. So I've got some other obligations I need to take care of, so I'm going to jump off here. I'll try to get up with you on your Zoom. So I appreciate y'all joining, and if you have any questions, comment, and suggestions, either shoot me a message if you've got me on Facebook, or leave them in the comments below, and I'll look into them. I appreciate it, and thank you.